Hey y'all, and welcome to Life on a Farm. So as you can see, we've already started out today by canning plums. So no, I'm not still picking plums, but that was a big batch that we actually had left over that Colby and the kids actually picked while I was gone to youth camp with the kids and didn't get a chance to do anything with them then. So we put them in the freezer, and I had to pull those out of the freezer because we did just do 2 hogs, which means I had to have the freezer space. We were literally pushing it with trying to find space for those animals. Once we got done butchering, there's a fly. So what I did is went ahead and just took those out, juiced those. What I just showed you in the big bucket was the leftovers. Now, normally, if I had time, this is just not the week, I would take all of the seeds out of that, mix it in with honey, spread it over some wax paper, put it into my dehydrator, and basically make fruit leather. I just don't have the time to do that this week. That's like an extra couple of hours worth of steps that I don't have time to do, and we're gonna get to the reasons why for all of that in just a minute. But I did need to get them out of the refrigerator, so what I did is just sweeten those with honey and canned those so that I can put those over on the shelf. We can drink on those. To be honest with you, it almost tastes like grape juice, and I do have 1 jar in the refrigerator, so we can like drink on those. I can dump all of those back out and make jelly if I needed to do that. Now that is not a need right now because I have so much plum jelly, so it's not a need right now, but I do have it for like hydration purposes. I can put it over on my shelf, and of course, like I said, I can make jelly if I wanted to. The only waste in that would be I would be wasting all of my lids because those lids are not technically supposed to be reused. So they've already been sealed. They won't be sealable again. So that just basically means that I would be wasting the lids. So I probably won't do that unless the next couple of years, if the squirrels continue to take my plums like they did this summer, I got about 1/4 of what I usually get, which, like I told y'all, I was really not trying to make a big fuss about it because not a lot of work went into that tree. Like, it just sits there and it produces, and all I have to do is pick and put up. So the squirrels were taking a lot of the plums. So I was trying not to make a big fuss about it because I still had, are you still carrying the cat around?
So cute.
So I still had enough to bring in and put up, and I still have jelly from the years past. So I was trying not to make a big fuss about it, but now that they are into my tomatoes, y'all seen me make videos about that. I currently have sticky traps all outside under my tomatoes. I do think the owl was working where the owl's at. I have not had the squirrel back in that area yet, but I did have to go get more sticky traps to add into the raised bed, and I have them all in there. If they try to jump in there and mess with those tomatoes, they're gonna get stuck. I was also able to go way on the other side of the trees, and I poured out a big pile of like birdseed and corn and stuff for them. So I'm hoping that they're just gonna keep running to that to eat while my tomatoes are doing their thing. Some of y'all ask about my burn. Yes, y'all see that really bad burn. Actually, while I was making salsa, I walked over here last time to show y'all this, and I got completely sidetracked, so I ended up taking a picture for that video and just posting it in our community tab. But all of the tomatoes that I've been harvesting this season, I've made all this salsa with, and we eat on this salsa all year round. We have taco/Mexican night at least once a week. But some of y'all ask about my burn, and that's what happened when I picked the lid up. It was steaming, and I accidentally tilted it the wrong way trying to move it, and when I did, it pushed the steam right into my arm. So yes, I do kind of have a burn from that, but nonetheless, it will be fine. I'm sorry y'all, I forgot to show y'all the salsa on the last video, but there is just so much going on, and sometimes when we're walking around filming, it is just hard to get everything for y'all. Now, y'all already saw me start with the plums in the kitchen. I didn't film all of that. It was a whole day process yesterday of just juicing my plums. I strained those all off last night, heated it up real hot on the stove this morning, took my sterilized jars and canned the juice. I have pretty much had to have the sprinklers on literally all day because it is so unbelievably hot and everything is so dry that my sprinklers have pretty much been on all day. Now, with that being said, I am fixing to go get some water out of the fish tank, cool that down because I know that needs to be done. Before I do that, I'm going to go get those plums because I have so much going on this week. We have tennis camp that we're hosting here for our community, which is the reason why y'all heard the blower wide open in the background. We've had some spots on the concrete that needed to be pressure washed. We've got to clean up back here by the pool. We're going to blow all this off. Aiden cut and weed eated today. I have been spraying grass in the rocks that's growing up in some of our rock areas. So lots and lots has already gone on. We still have a lot to do. And at the end of tennis camp, that is when we're leaving to go on our vacation. So the kids are going to actually go out, do their last day of camp. They're going to have to all come in, shower, throw their stuff in the washing machine. I'll get my mother-in-law and my father-in-law, who's going to kind of be back and forth at the farm for us all throughout the days, feeding the animals, checking on the animals, refilling waters, checking on my turkeys, just keeping an eye on everything here. Get them to throw them in the dryer, and then we're literally jumping in the car and leaving. So prepping for today, tomorrow, the next couple of days. We have 3 days worth of tennis camp, then we leave to go on vacation. So not only are we trying to prep everything for inside, just getting cleaned up, getting caught up on laundry, we also need to get the grass cut so it doesn't overgrow when we're gone, and we also just need to clean some stuff up before we have a lot of people on our property. We're just trying to kind of get some things tidied up that's been needing to be done. But right now I need to go get the plums. I'm going to take those, the leftover plums, and take those up to the chickens, which is one of the reasons why I was telling y'all earlier, I just don't have time right now to make fruit leather because it is very time consuming. It is not hard to do, but to dig all of the seeds out, get it all blended up, get it all smoothed out, let it all dry, get it all bagged up, it's just honestly like hours worth of work that I can't do right now. And I also have something that y'all haven't seen, so this is going to be a total surprise for y'all. And it's up by the chicken barn, so let's jump on the side by side. I want to ride y'all up and I want to show y'all all the things that has been done because y'all haven't seen any of this. Well, my friends, if you don't know what oh, I found another one. If you don't know what that is hornworm, and they will eat your tomato plants down, I mean super fast, which is one of the reasons why I try to constantly check my plants. Now this one was one of the ones, after I cut it back some, it started struggling a little bit, but it's definitely going to struggle now. I see one hornworm, one really big one, and one little one. So I've just finished watering these. So I watered the chickens, fed them, gave them some DE to dust bathe them. I've got the water going in the pigs right now. I just watered those chickens over there and watered all these tomato plants. And I spotted this little fat sucker right here, which he's fixing to die because I'm about to take these off right here. Oh, I see another one over there on those leaves. I see another one right there. So this plant is loaded. I'm fixing to literally walk every tomato and check, and if it's questionable, if there might be some on these tomatoes, I will come back with a black light and use it at night because it really makes them glow and you can see them really easily. It's really hard to see them during the day because they're green and they get on these limbs and hang on, and they camouflage really good. But that plant has several. I'm going to get those off right now because they ain't staying there. They're about to die. I'm about to throw them in my chickens and give them a good snack because if I don't, that will be nothing but twigs by in the morning. As you can see, I already have several, and these are about to go right to the chickens. I've checked all of this side. I have a whole nother side over here to check. I was not intending on staying down here this long, but I mean, you know, once you find these, you got to get them off. The kids are on the side-by-side, so I didn't get to take it. I'm in the farm truck. But I'm gonna have to come back down here tonight. I don't know if y'all can see, but I literally have sweat that's like running into my eyes. I got off as many as I could find, but I know that there's probably more, which means I'm just gonna have to come down here tonight with my glow light and get them off. But for right now, I wanna go show y'all what y'all haven't seen yet. I think you're gonna enjoy this. We've made it up here to Aiden's pad. The dirt work is majorly done. You can see that the bottom part has gone down. We will eventually be pouring concrete, but we're kind of to a good spot right now. So the pad is done. It's set up for the concrete. And y'all, I have a little clip of when they were drilling the other day for water, but we have the water well completely done. It's over here. It's coming along pretty good. We hope that within a year that we're completely done. So here's the water well right here. Of course, the power pole was put up first. The water well was next. Then we had the pad done, and the boards have started going up for the concrete. I know they're not quite done with this, but they've gotten started on it. That'll get us to a point where we can eventually get the concrete laid. Once the concrete is laid, we're gonna get a company to come in and put the steel structure up. And once the steel structure and stuff is done, then we can start the finish work. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all this, something that was totally unexpected. I think that I mentioned it to y'all previously, but the guy that helps us with our projects around here, so we kind of come up with things, plan things, and he is like a do-it-all. He can do any and everything, and he's kind of been the guy that comes alongside us and works for us and does our building. Now, he's not like a major company, he's just a friend, and he does all things on the side. Guys, he can literally do everything. He's the one who closed in my garage and made it my laundry room and prepper's pantry. He's the one that added on the carport and made our sunroom, which we've been so happy and pleased with everything that he's helped us do. He also was the one that helped us when we went underground and built our shelter. We kind of come up with it, designed it, did all of our talking about it, and he was the boots behind the project. So really big help. But he was working at another place when he got done, pretty much tied up to a stopping point here, and he was going to go do another project, which was going to take a little bit of time, and then he was going to come back, finish my greenhouse, knock out the kind of cleaning up on the other greenhouse, and kind of he was going to start all of this for us. Well, while he was at the other project, he was putting tin on a roof and somehow lost his footing and fell, but he was able to land on his feet. But in doing that, it crushed his ankle and a part like in his lower leg, and he's already had surgery from that. You're talking like months of healing and physical therapy. We hated to hear that. It's kind of gut-wrenching. So it put him out of his main job, and it put him out of like the extra work that he does on the side. And like our house things have always been like a side job. So that's kind of where we're at. That was completely unforeseen and unexpected. I'm not sure what kind of a setback that's going to look like for us, since we got somebody else to do our pad and is going to be pouring our concrete and foundation. He didn't have anything to do with the laying of the concrete and the putting the steel structure up, but pretty much everything else he was gonna do for us. Oh, and we have to get this roughed in, like all of the water piping and all of that has to be done. Then the concrete will go in. So y'all see that we're major steps out, but it is coming along fantastic. We're very excited about it. And Aiden did find a ring. Now it has been bought and just put up. He right now is in the process of focusing on school. He has finished all his registration for college right now, which if you guys watched my previous videos, you know a headache we had with the school. Because Aiden is homeschooled, they were trying to literally throw us under the bus, and we had to get HSLDA involved. And after they submitted a letter saying, like, legally you shouldn't do this because all homeschooling students that go off to college have the potential to be successful just like anybody else. So anyway, we ended up getting that settled. He's done all of his registration today. He's gotten his classes lined up. So he will complete like his whole first semester. I know while he's in school, he's looking to maybe a date. I don't know what all he has up his sleeve to be telling y'all. I don't know. I know him and his dad have kind of come up with some plans and talked about some things. So that's on the agenda for the upcoming several months. But right now, we're following through with just starting his home build. He's working. Today he's working on the farm for us. But we're going to be working full time while he's attending school online, getting those classes behind him and under his belt. We hate that it was a little bit of an unforeseen hiccup with our helper, but we just want him to get better and heal. And we are still months out, like months out from when we kind of need him to come in, months out from Aiden popping the question. But those are all steps that are happening and taking place. You guys know that we share those things with you, which is why I have y'all out here. I moved to under the shade because I'm literally pouring sweat, because I just wanted to talk to y'all and share with y'all what's going on. This is life on a farm, and we tell you guys all these things. I wanted to show you clips of what's going on up here by Aiden's home, what's going on down in the barn, to what's going on in the kitchen, to what's going on with just our family members. And Aiden get ready to start school, and he will kick off in September. That's right around the corner. But until then, guys, that's an update of what's going on. Until next time, God bless. Happy homesteading, y'all.